specifically targeting Justin, right? They started off trying to get him to come outside from Monday, and multiple attempts on Friday the 26th to get him to come outside. We don't know if that person was carrying a weapon who was chasing Justin. We believe he was, because when you watch the video and see how fast Justin ran away, it's our belief that he was in fear and there was something that that person had in his hand that looked like a weapon. We don't know the extent of the knowledge that the school may have known about this game that maybe kids were playing. We don't know if this was part of some kind of a hazing ritual that the football team may have had, because remember, Justin wants to be on the football team, and we believe that the individuals who came to the home were part of the football team. Those are questions we don't know. The other thing that we started talking about recently is we also don't know if this had anything to do with this new craze apparently on TikTok called Senior Assassin. It's supposed to be a game that involves individuals trying to tag other individuals with water guns or pellet guns or paintball guns. This incident or this game became such an issue that there were multiple news articles that were published going back to last year, May. I believe the York Daily News, if I have the media name correct, published something saying that, listen, this is a very, very dangerous game. Police officers started warning the public about this Senior Assassin game, because if you're playing this game, what was happening was people were calling 911 thinking that there was a crime occurring, because they see people dressed in hoodies, they see people carrying weapons that they think are real guns, and we believe that's something that Justin saw when that person jumped out from that vehicle and ran towards him. So we don't know exactly what happened, but these are the questions that we have, and we're hoping that we can get some answers during the investigation. Our goal here is to be completely transparent with local law enforcement. 2 days after Justin had passed away, we're still in that investigative stage, right? And I think one of the issues that were circulating on social media at the time was the comment that was made where if he had ran back to effing Africa, and that of course incensed people, understandably so. And so I believe that they, issued that statement to try to quell things. But I think as if more facts are developed, we're going to hear more and more about this senior assassin game that apparently is being circulated on TikTok. And I strongly believe that's the reason why they wanted to get this footage on video so they could post it. Why they were specifically targeting Justin, we're not sure. No communication with the DA so far. Principal and the guidance counselor came by to visit, but nothing specific, right?
No, they didn't anything on the case. They just came to support.
Pay their respects. But, look, when they issued that statement, I think it was maybe 2 days after Justin had passed away, where we're still in that investigative stage, right? And I think one of the issues that were circulating on social media at the time was the comment that was made.
It didn't sound abnormal at the time. That's why I didn't think anything of it. And he told me he ran very fast, that's for sure. And I know he had explained the possibility of running fast and what will happen. So at that time I really wasn't, because I was out, I wasn't really good. It's just, I never get anything to say that.
But just remember that by the time Justin calls his dad, right, when he comes back inside and he describes being chased by these individuals, there's enough time that goes by in between him running away from them in that state of fear and that state of panic, to where he ends up walking back home quite a distance, and he's able to then calm down at that point in time in order to make that call. That call didn't take place right after he ran down this embankment.
Because they left his phone
Sometime, that's right. One of them left his phone because he dropped his phone when he was running down the embankment. So when he realized that the coast was clear and there was no longer a threat and the vehicles had driven away, that's when he came inside and made that phone call.
Have you heard from the families of the boys involved in this?
Nope.
Is there any indication that they've been identified and are being
No indication yet, but that's one of the things that we're hoping that law enforcement will do, which is let's interview these teenagers who were here on Monday and Friday. Let's interview the school officials to see what the extent of their knowledge is of whether this is a hazing ritual or whether this is this senior assassin game. Let's get to the bottom of it. Don't just close the book. There's more to it than someone supposedly playing a game of tag and ends up passing away that evening. There's more to the story, and we'd like to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I think so on Monday when one person was at the front door, I think there were 3 who were hiding here, so that's 4. We know that it's 3 cars each time that are parked right there parallel to the home. You could clearly see 2 running, chasing Justin, and maybe the other individual stayed in the car, but we know there were at least 4 on Monday, probably the same group again on Friday.
One person was a knocker.
One was a designated person to knock on the door, right? I think there were. Yeah, they looked to be the same ones. Yeah.
same person knocking at the door each time?
Yes.
Have you identified that person yet? Have you identified the teenagers?
I think the names have been circulating on social media.
The name
Yeah.
of the first one, like, I don't know if that's the same person, but I heard somebody say had him. I don't know. That's one of the on the videos they had him, get him, had him.
Yeah.
What's your hope?
Well, I think the number one goal is full and complete in.
He told me he ran very fast, that's for sure. And I know he had explained the possibility of running fast and what will happen. So at that time I really wasn't, because I was out, I wasn't really cool. It's just, I never get anything that to say that.
But just remember that by the time Justin calls his dad, right, when he comes back inside and he describes being chased by these individuals, there's enough time that goes by in between him running away from them in that state of fear and that state of panic to where he ends up walking back home quite a distance.
At that time I really wasn't, because I was out, I wasn't really cool. It's just
Roswell King. And for my viewers, if you want to see the full story, you can check it out over on CBS 21 News. Feel free to share. Until then, walk safe, Roswell. I'm out.